All right, man. I'm going to splash out some venom here right now because I just have to make this statement with the time that is allotted to me. And I'm going to premise this by saying that I am not here to be friends with anybody on the planet, not just in the media, but I mean, like, I was not put here on the planet to have friends as a man, just so we're starting here. Secondly, I'm not here to have fans. I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to do any of those things on my YouTube channel. The reason that I have a YouTube channel is because if I wasn't talking in this camera, I would be talking out loud to myself about these kind of these subjects. So I figured, why not film yourself and give some people some entertainment out of it? If that happens to be the case for you, that's beautiful. But just so you know, if one video that I create to the next video makes you feel some type of cognitive dissonance, or that you're upset and that you want me to continue to maneuver in another way, or not talk about or omit something from what I'm talking about, or talk about something, you're always free to suggest these things to me. I'm not going to be rude to you, but just know that's not why I'm here. So if it happens to align up, like if my content happens to align up with things that you like, that's beautiful. Let's both enjoy that parasitic mutualism that we have for that one moment and embrace that. Suck each other's blood a little bit. You know what I'm talking about. And then get past that, okay? Because I'm not here to build a career. I'm not here to explode my following and go viral and do any of those things. I'm here because I like to talk about the issues going on in the world. And too many people have told me, not only based off of my voice, but actually my thoughts and opinions and perspective, that I should be talking about these kind of things on a public forum. So here I am. And I say all that to say that some of you YouTubers, Twitter personalities, social media personalities, human beings are weird and disgusting to me. Specifically, I'm talking about Jeremy Hamlin, whatever, blah, 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 of The Quartering. I subscribed to The Quartering probably a month and a half ago, and that wasn't the first time that I had seen his videos. I saw his videos in my recommended from different conservative media that I have been absorbing over the past few months, and decided to finally, after reviewing so much of his content, give him a subscribe, just because I'm the type of person, I'm not going to say I fall for it, but I understand where people are coming from if they're like, why do you watch my videos all the time and never subscribe to me? So I subscribe to him. Even though I don't like his personality at all, I like some of the content that he creates and some of his thoughts and opinions on the subjects that he talks about. It's like a broken clock with him. You know, they're right 2 times a day at least. That's cool. But I actually unsubscribed today. And honestly, it was kind of a long time coming. I haven't watched one of his videos directly in probably 2 weeks now. I'll be honest with you. Initially in the Eliza Blue situation, he was, based off of the channels that I was following, one of the leading voices in that issue. I kind of respected that he posted the picture that Brittany Venti got removed for, even though I felt like, even from that initial point, that it was performative. The way he announced it, like he was so noble, like, I guess I will have my Twitter account suspended too, and I too will stand with her. And, you know, okay, he did that, got it suspended, and then removed whatever the tweet was to get his account restored before Brittany Venti was ever restored. So that's what makes me feel like it's performative with him, okay? Like, he said, oh, I'm standing with Brittany Venti, getting all the cool points, soaking up all the clout, all the kudos and everything like that. And then low-key just does exactly what you needed to do to get your account restored. Removing information about Eliza Blue that you're claiming that you're standing up for free speech and everything. But you capitulated to it just so you could get your little account back, so you could keep asking people what's on their mind for news today. Okay, fair enough. I did not call attention to that or anything because, I mean, he's a wormy kind of dude and I expected that kind of behavior. But it's escalated through the whole situation with Tim Pool and everything that has transpired through the Eliza Blue and now moving on to the situation with Matt Walsh. It's just gone too far for me to. And once again, like I said, Jeremy is not here to please me, to be my friend, to cater to my wants or my desires, even though, as you can tell, he's a lot more fan servicey in his approach to his channel, which is fine. That's cool, man. People need that. Like, you know, like people like interactive content. So I'm not blaming him for that. But he's weak. The way that he tries to call people out and then retract his statements and act like he's friends, like he was friends with Tim Pool or anything, like Tim Pool doesn't look at him like he's a freaking peon. It's so weak and disgusting to me to watch a man behave in this way. Calling out, like casting stones in so many directions and then hiding your hands or acting like this weak, worthless, like human is so, it bothers me legitimately, as you can tell. And I know they say, you know, why would you allow somebody to internally bother you when they have such limited like influence over your life? And that's cool. Am I losing any type of sleep over this? Of course not. Every day, every time that I saw something that was annoying that he tweeted, I would just let him know that you're fat, your opinions are worthless because you are a clown and a coward and a clout goblin by your own stupid definition. Like anywhere that you see drama in this conservative community, you'll see him suckling from the teat of it. And it's just disgusting to me, this fat human. And yes, I'm discriminatory against fat people because I think that they're all gluttonous weirdos like this. I think all of them are, okay? But this man has gone on an extra limb to prove and validate my thoughts and opinions of him. And I'm just pointing this out here to say that I will never apologize to please my fan base or tell people, and specifically tell people that they don't have to be an ASS to get their point across. I don't know which words I can say and can't say on YouTube right now, so I'm trying to not get my situation limited or whatever happens when you say a bad word, a meaning word on here. But I'm saying all this to say that the reason that I'm making this video, because usually I would let this go, right? Like usually, like this, he's been doing this wormy behavior for a long time, but I finally unsubscribed and just moved away because now he has the nerve to call out Matt Walsh, who's the complete opposite, and I respect him for it. He's an asshole. He's an ass. And I like assholes, especially for men, because you're supposed to be. Like, you shouldn't be that agreeable as a man, just like Jordan Peterson says. Does that mean that you have to be some contrarian prick? No, you don't. No, you don't. And I don't think that Matt Walsh comes off like that at all. I do think that he plays that snarky, like, daddish character of, like, no, I don't like those things. I don't like comic books too much. I don't like video games too much. You should be chopping wood and doing other manly stuff and rearing your children. I like that. I know that part of it's a character, but part of it is good. It's a positive influence is what I'm going to say. But as far as when we talk about the work that he does in his approach on how he calls out people in the trans community, the fat community, whatever community it is, when he goes passionately and speaks on them with like not withholding any vitriol that he does, still eloquently and like articulate, not a belligerent person by any means. People have the nerve to criticize him and say, oh no, he's a meanie. And specifically Jeremy from the Quartering was like, oh, well, we all have our different approaches and da-da-da-da-da. And, you know, they had their back and forth. And it got to a point where Jeremy was like, well, I have real influence for my 1.4 million subscribers and stuff like that. And which approach is getting real world change put across, which I don't know if he doesn't actually pay attention to what Matt Walsh is doing for the country and specifically Tennessee. But if you think that he's not getting things done, you're not paying enough attention. And that's fine. I'm not telling you to, you know, like I like Matt Walsh's content. So that's the only reason I know. I'm not saying that every human should know about what Matt Walsh is doing. Although personally, based off my personal views on abortion and things like that, I do think that they should all know about him. But that's okay. I understand that not everybody feels the same way. But to sit here and say that and act like he's done nothing or made nothing or that, oh, all those LGBT, all the trans people, he's so mean, he's just going to turn them all away. Do you think that that is the point of his, like it shows that you're not even understanding what his mission is. And that's why you shouldn't speak on it. Because when you speak on a man's mission that you know nothing about, it gives you the opportunity to look ignorant, which is exactly what happened with Jeremy. And Jeremy, at every time that he looks ignorant, doubles down against the people who criticize him that he's not beholden to, meaning his subscriber fan base, donors, subscriber membership, which is fine. But then comes back around and comes back so warmly and apologizes to them when influencers, people of influence, or his fan base tells him to. And it's just like, honestly, I criticized him for taking the exact opposite approach because it was wrong of him to ignore a real issue by being so stubborn and because he didn't like the people who were telling him to look further into it. So I understand that aspect of it. I'm not the best at taking criticism myself, to be honest with you, but I try to maintain being cognizant of my blind spots, which is not, it's a blind spot, so it's not easy, you know? It just takes humbling yourself. But when you only want to apologize when you see that it could hurt your reputation or what you're doing or something like that, when you only want to apologize because you just want to continue to be friends with Tim Pool, so maybe one day he'll let you back on the show so you can gain your base, I understand that's a way to play the game. But when you have no deeper integrity than that, meaning that you're willing to sacrifice any of your beliefs and compromise any of your beliefs to capitulate to something that's going to grow you, well, you have to draw a line about how much of that you're actually willing to forego in order to gain more monetary success or popularity or something. Jeremy seems like one of those people who will compromise his core beliefs for popularity, fame, or money. One or the other. One of them. I'm calling it now. I smell it on him. I've seen him do it in front of my face. If you don't agree with me, that's perfectly fine. If you do agree with me, that's also perfectly fine. Honestly, this isn't even going to be a let's trash the quartering type of video. I am merely expressing how utterly disappointed I am at so many of these content creators in this space, at their utter spinelessness, the jealousy that exudes from their pores and their freaking work. Like, go hit the gym, you loser. To be honest with you, and I'm just speaking directly to Jeremy right now, whether he sees it or not. And obviously this is from no personal beef. This is just as a content creator. Like, you're an embarrassment of a freaking man. And I don't know what your personal life is like, but I'm saying the way that you interact with other men, you out the circle, you out the spot. You're like a dog. Like I've said this several times, but he literally acts like a dog that is like, hur, 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 like play fighting with you, right? You play fighting it and then you turn up on it like, yeah, like you show it that you're the dominant one, then it rolls over and it gives you your tummy. It's like, no, I don't want to play no more. Just pet me right here. That's him. He tries to, and then when a big dog's like, yeah, okay, let's go, let's step. He's like, oh, no, 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 no. And he's like, no, just pet me right here and make my legs shake like this. Sorry, I don't know if that was an inappropriate view, but I'm trying to be animated here because I'm showing you that, once again, this is not stuff that I think anybody should be in depth or want to harm him or want him to even lose his platforms. If those people who enjoy and support his content want to continue watching him, then more power to them. But I just want to let you know that there's a certain personality type of human being that's going to be attracted to the type of content that Jeremy produces. And we'll see if that's the type of quality of ilk of people that he wants to have around him in the long run. Regardless of the YouTube dollars or advertiser dollars or membership dollars or coffee brand coffee dollars that are harvested from them. It's grifty behavior, isn't it? Am I a grifter? I don't give a damn about any one of you. Any one of you, your thoughts and opinions. I want nothing but the best for you. You got to understand, we've lost the vision in this country to think that just because somebody doesn't give a damn about something doesn't necessarily mean that he wants something negative to happen to somebody. I don't give a damn about any of the people who subscribe to my channel farther than I wish the best for them and their family. Do I want us to meet up one day? I don't give a damn. I don't care if I ever meet any of you. Do I want you to pay me? I don't give a damn. I don't care. I have a very good job and make a very decent living for a 28-year-old man in Florida. It's beautiful. I don't give a damn if I ever make a friend or lose a relationship because of this. Because if I were to lose a relationship because of holding a phone in my face and saying words, you're a loser. I don't give a damn. I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't care if my channel gets blocked and destroyed. I don't care. I'll just might make another one, might go to another platform. The point is, This isn't like, none of this owns any of us. This life, like the game that these people like Jeremy are playing online, like this online world. If you die on the internet, you die in real life type people. I can't stand. And I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent right now, but I promise you that you will see what I'm talking about in the near future. And if you don't, let me know. Let me know if I'm totally unhinged and just going off, in the wrong direction. But I've seen a few people saying similar things about the channel and Jeremy himself, including Tim Pool, Justin is lost. I could go on forever. I just said enough is enough. Like, this guy is so annoying. And yeah, I'm caping for Matt Walsh because I love the work that he's doing. And it really ticked me off to see him sit there and question that as he lays, like, it's cool. Why don't you go talk about some internet drama some more? Because that's what you're equipped for. That's what men like him are equipped for. Have a good one.